again and welcome back to the Drummond channel. It's January 15th. It's a holiday here in Hawaii. If hopefully you're having a holiday as well and you're enjoying yourself. I'm going to take a look at a couple of different markets, kind of get the juices flowing for for this week, the week to come, and maybe looking a little bit farther into the future. There's a lot going on in the world. I'm going to take a look at crude oil, for instance, and we can see what the Drummond geometry looks like, and in terms of, we're going to see some reaction in the market and causality, external events driving the market, or does the market have its own energy? And Drummond geometry is going to give us a look at that. As we like to say, making the hidden market structure visible. So let's get started. I mentioned crude oil, and I'm going to start with the monthly chart of crude oil. I just want to take a look, kind of step back here and get a gander at how long this market had been going up, and peaked up here, and we're in some sort of corrective congested action. You can see this is the yearly envelope bottom, PL dot, yearly envelope top in white, and the yearly envelope is pushing up strongly. Right here is support at the yearly PL dot, but just above that is the quarterly PL dot, and it's moving sideways, and just above that is the monthly PL dot, and we can see that the monthly PL dots are pushing down. So it looks like at this point we're in yearly quarterly congestion, and is it going to continue down a little bit lower, or are we going to start to see some support kick in from this yearly PL dot? And now you can see this a little bit more clearly on the monthly chart. And again, here's the monthly PL dot, there's the monthly 1-1 high, and there's the quarterly PL dot. So a boatload of resistance up above where we are, and a yearly PL dot down below, monthly 1-1 low, and the quarterly envelope. So moving over here to the weekly chart, we're looking at this huge range here of support and resistance moving forward for the next week or maybe 2 or 3. And finally here on the daily chart, this is what's been taking place while the market's closed. Daily PL dots are starting to move up, swinging up. The weekly PL dots coming in to support this, and it's sitting on top of the monthly envelope bottom. So at the moment it appears that the trend is going to push up. First stop will be the 1-1 high, weekly envelope top, and then we have a quarterly PL dot up above, and again also that monthly PL dot up here. So right now I'm expecting this move up in crude to continue. We have no idea what's going to happen when the market reopens. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world that would impact crude probably in a positive way in terms of price. So we'll see what happens. But for the Drummond trader, we're looking at big resistance area up here around 77, 78, and nice support area down below with this yearly PL dot down, but it's way down here, in this $70 range. So keep an eye on this, and this is a potential longer term trade pushing up into this area, and we'll see how it reacts there, and it could send this market back down. But at this point, I think the trend is higher up into that resistance area. Next up is the S&P mini, and on a monthly basis, PL dots pushing up, yearly envelope pushing up, quarterly envelope pushing up. So this market is going higher. It's just, I can't imagine it's not going to take out its all-time high in the coming weeks or months. The Fed's going to turn on the spigot any time now. It's an election year, so liquidity is going to probably, there's one tide that raises all boats, and that's monetary policy. So I think the overall trend in this is up, and we get into a yearly envelope top up here. We'll see what happens when it gets up there. But for the short term, taking a look at the weekly chart, we're moving sideways. The farther out resistance areas are lining up. The nearbys are starting to push down a little bit. So we're in weekly congestion. Probably might see weekly envelope top to weekly envelope bottom. There are a couple of 1-1s defining that market. And which way is it going to head first? Well, the first hint that we see is that these daily PL dots are swinging. We've moved inside the envelope. The weekly envelope top held 3 days in a row. And there is a cluster of resistance up here with the daily 1-1 high, weekly envelope top, daily envelope top. So I'm expecting probably a weekly PL dot refresh, and then if this holds, then we're going to see this start to push back up. It's been a while since I took a look at the yen, and we're looking at this yearly pressure down, this quarterly pressure down. So the trend is still down. We've had a monthly congestion entrance. We're probably going to see congestion action on the monthly because it's a lot of energy, and this monthly, weekly are going to start to vibrate around this higher time period support. For the time being, it looks like, at least on the weekly chart, that the trend is starting to push back down. We're underneath the PL dot on the weekly chart, but we're down here in the monthly PL dot. And I think this is the target down here for the next buy, and that's what about 68. And we'll call that the quarterly and the monthly envelope bottom support, and then some more monthly congestion action trading. And the daily chart, I guess, is bolstering that opinion of mine, or what I anticipate, because the daily is still pushing down. Again, the caveat here is, with the markets closed for Monday, all bets could be off. But this is the way it looks at the moment, and we still have some downward pressure before we start cycling back up in monthly congestion. For the 10-year Treasury, monthly congestion pushing up, and perhaps we're working on quarterly congestion. Got a long way to go in the quarter. We're going to start running into higher time period resistance up here with the yearly envelope bottom, quarterly envelope top, and monthly 1-1 high. Well, we got a ways to go. That's up at 114, 115 area. Coming over here to the weekly chart in the middle, you can see how weekly congestion is working. We're up towards the envelope top. We're probably going to cycle back down, and then look for this market to continue to push up at some point towards that cluster, that quarterly PL, or the quarterly envelope top. And as usual, our first indication comes from the lower time period, and you can see these daily PL dots pushing up. This is the weekly oncoming, or the weekly PL dot coming in to support this. So again, the near-term trend is up towards the weekly envelope top, and like I said, we may see it cycle back down here, but the overall trend is going to take us up towards that yearly envelope bottom, quarterly envelope top, monthly 1-1 high. That'll be the resistance area up in this area here. And lastly, my favorite red-headed stepchild market is the silver market. Gold flirting with new all-time highs, and silver is just languishing, moving sideways, still moving sideways in this monthly congestion that's been going on for quite some time. There are signs of life here on the weekly chart. We're moving inside the weekly envelope, but you can see that right above here we have quarterly, monthly, and weekly PL dots all pushing down. So might see this market on a daily basis cycle back up here towards the weekly, monthly PL dots, but I'm still expecting a little bit lower, probably on the weekly basis. You can see these areas coming in for support down here, and that's where I'm looking for the next buying opportunity. It's just it's interesting to see this market languish. The gold silver ratio is nearly 100 to 1, and it doesn't stay that stretched out for that long. So we may see this market finally start to react, but I don't think it's here just yet. So I guess that's the week ahead in about 5 minutes or less. I hope that helps. If I've confused you, please send a comment or post a comment in a question in the comments section, and we'll get back to you. Thank you for watching. Good trading, everyone, and we'll see you again next time.